Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. I will try to solve that problem here. I pull it up. So before I start, a couple of suggestions. Maybe you were trying to do this problem right after you finish your 8.1 PowerPoint, but my suggestion would be finish 8.1, 8.2, and 8.3 and go back and start all the problems. That's how we designed the MyStatLab problems, I believe. So that might be one of the reasons that you're having a difficulty to understand that. So the problem says that, so look at 8.1, slide number 27, and 8.3, slide number 11. Okay. So what do we see after we complete those 8.1, 8.2, and 8.3? We use z-test statistics for population proportion, for P, right? And t-test statistics for population mean, mu. And also we use z-test statistics if we know the population standard deviation. However, if we do not know the population standard deviation, we use t-test statistics. So let's read this problem together. Let's pull out our values. So if you look at slide number 8.3, you will see this formula. This is a t-test statistics. Okay. So you have sample mean minus population mean divided by sample standard deviation all over divided by sample size. Okay. So obviously this formula is not just going to pop up in your mind as soon as you read the problem. How are you going to decide that this will be the right formula to apply? The mean pulse rate in beats per minute of adult males is equal to 69 BPM. So you need to decide, what does that number represent? Is it coming from a sample? No, it's coming from a population, right? So we're going to identify it. Mu is equal to 69. For a random sample of 149 adult males, what does 149 represent? A random sample, that's the sample size, so that's n. The mean pulse rate is 70.2. So whose mean is it? Is it population or is it sample? It will be a sample mean, right? Because it's coming from a sample. So that will be X bar. And the standard deviation is this. So after I look at those values, I see that I do not know sigma. It's unknown at this point. Then I'm making a decision that, okay, I need to go with t-test statistics. Okay. Then this is the formula for t-test statistics. So I'm plugging the numbers into my formula. Now I'm going to use it. I'm going to use Excel to figure out what's t-test statistic value. So to be able to do that, my suggestion to you, don't put all the numbers together in one cell. However, do step by step. Do the numerator part, store it in one cell. Do the denominator part, store it in one cell, and then divide those cells together. So that's how we're going to do it together. I'm going to show it in an example. With this example, not in a different example. What am I talking? All right, so what we were doing, so t-test statistic, I put it there. You don't have to. So equal, right, 70.2 minus 69. That's on my numerator. Okay. Now on my denominator, I have equal 11.2 divided by, I'm pressing slash, square root, SQRT. I'm opening up a parentheses, 149. That was my sample size. I'm closing the parentheses. Okay, so what's going to happen with this number, 1.2 and 0.91? Now I need to divide them. So equal this number divided by that number. And I'm hitting it in. So that is your test statistics. I'm not sure what MSL is asking you. You can take it 1.31 or 1.308. Okay, so our test statistic will be 1.31 or asking 3 digits, 3, 7, 8. Either of those will satisfy. All right. Hope that helps.